Good morning. I'm back again making another video. It's almost noon on Tuesday, January 19th, and I am recording a video of a ride through the Wildwoods to consistent with my previous videos to show what it looks like and feels like in the Wildwoods in mid-January. I am starting this ride from the entrance to the Wildwoods, coming over I think it's the George Redding Bridge, which is the end of 47, Route 47 or Delsea Drive. It puts you right onto that bridge, and as you come across the bridge and you enter the Wildwoods, it's Rio Grande Avenue. And the first thing that you see when you enter the Wildwoods from this direction, as opposed to coming over the bridge from Cape May, which is where I've crossed into the Wildwoods and down by Wildwood Crest on previous videos, the first thing that you're hit with is this sign, "Welcome to the Wildwoods," and it is a real eye-catching sign and captures perfectly the feel of doo-wop. And you know, that's, I thought, a good place to start this video. So with that, let me get started. So I think I'm going to just ride through Wildwood and North Wildwood. I'm not going to go down, at least I don't plan to go down into Wildwood Crest, and I'm not going to go over into West Wildwood, but I thought it would be interesting to take a ride through Wildwood and North Wildwood. And I think one of the things that you'll notice on this video is a lot of construction taking place. And it can come across as sort of a little bit sort of run down, but really there's a tremendous amount of construction, and I think that's a really good sign, a sign of a very healthy community. And it's both public and private investment in some of these projects. The city has put a lot of money into revitalizing this whole stretch of road, starting with the bridge itself and coming down and into Rio Grande Avenue. As a matter of fact, I think they actually were going to rename this road to, I think, Beach Ball Boulevard, because you'll see when I ride down a number of beach balls all over the place, and they were going to rename this road for that, and I think they actually voted to do it, but they rescinded it a short time thereafter and went back to its original name of Rio Grande Avenue. So anyway, you know, when you see the kind of investment taking place both in the public sector as well as private investment in renovating hotels, and renovating some of the rides, like I think it's the Great White roller coaster by the owner of the pier. I think it's a sign of a very healthy community, and a sign that the people making those investments are very optimistic about the future. Here you can see some of these beach balls that I mentioned. You can see this Wawa has a distinctive doo-wop feel to it. In fact, more and more the community is taking on that that doo-wop kind of architectural feel. And it's very distinctive to Wildwood. I mean, you don't really see that, to the best of my knowledge, anywhere else today. I'm not aware of any place else. I mentioned on, I think the first ride that I took over here, the doo-wop architecture. Most people think of doo-wop as a style of music, a 50s style of music, but there's also a very, as I said, a very distinctive type of architecture that has this doo-wop feel. You can see up on the left a hotel, as well as some ground where something will be built there. And you can see even in the Starlux Hotel, you can see some fencing around, indicating some work is being done. There's the Wildwood Convention Center. I mentioned on a previous video a YouTube channel that I follow that I think is very good for fans of Wildwood. It's the name of the channel is Wildwood Video Archives, and the guy that makes the videos on that channel does a really professional job, much more professional than what I do. I'm just a guy riding around on a motorcycle. But he's very knowledgeable about the history of Wildwood, and his videos I find to be very informative. So if you're following this video and you're interested in Wildwood, I would encourage you to check that out. In fact, I think his most recent video, there's a Stardust. His most recent video really shows all the construction that is underway in Wildwood and North Wildwood. And I think he makes an interesting observation that's important for people to keep in mind, and that is that the state of New Jersey in the spring really shut down all construction work. So some of these projects have been dragging on for longer than expected, but it's not a result of poor management or planning by the people doing the construction or the people paying for it. It's rather the impact of the the state of New Jersey shutting down construction for well over a month in the spring, and that sort of put every project behind schedule. I think the investment that is, better chronicled on the video I just mentioned may be a sign that the people making those investments, the private investment anyway, foresee a real robust future in the wake of COVID for this community, where a lot of people, for safety as well as economical reasons, may decide that getting on an airplane and flying to, say, Disney World or something like that for your kids is not in the cards, and instead return to taking the family to Wildwood for vacation. I've seen this community over the past 3 to 4 decades go through various sort of evolutions, and when I was very young, this was primarily because we couldn't afford anything else, but this was primarily where, if we could afford a vacation at all, it would be to the Wildwoods. But when I say very young, I'm talking about like 10 years old, 15 years old. But I saw it go through many changes where it got to be the kind of environment that you really, didn't necessarily want to, spend time here. It got to be a little wild and rowdy, and frankly, not the kind of place that I think a family with young children would have such a great time. But those days are long over, and it's really become, once again, I think, a very attractive family vacation place for children with the boardwalk. It's a beautiful day, as I think you can see on this video. It's probably in the low 40s, maybe 43, 44, 45 degrees. Winds are about 10 miles an hour, so the wind chill's probably in the very high 30s, low 40s, but it feels, you know, it feels very comfortable with the sun. This would usually be packed if it was in season here. So it's pretty empty, you know, as you can see. It's not as desolate as I've seen it, and I will continue to make these videos, and probably when it gets into February, you know, and it's really bitter cold, it'll be much more desolate than it is right now. Wildwood Catholic High School. My wife and I are heading back to Pennsylvania this afternoon. My granddaughter has a gymnastics meet up in Penn State later this week, so we are heading back and going to attend that. This fence up here, you can see this is, I forget the name of it, but that building, that house, and again, this guy that chronicles the history of the community in Wildwood Video Archives talks about that. I think that's either going to be torn down or renovated or something. That's going to be renovated. 2nd Street Annie's. This whole block is really being renovated, which again to me is a very good sign of a healthy community. I'm back on Rio Grande Avenue. This is where I came in, but I think I'm going to go straight and I'll just take a ride. Not throughout the crest, but maybe I'll ride down to Centennial Park. And we've just entered the crest, Wildwood Crest. See all this construction. It's being completely redone. And here is Centennial Park, not to be confused with the site of the Olympic bombings in Atlanta. This is a nice a nice park in the summertime. They have free concerts. People sit out here. They have concerts up on that pavilion there. So I thought this would be as good a place as any to come and end this video. So anyway, I guess that's it for this video. Quick ride through Wildwood, North Wildwood, and down to the crest, ending up at Centennial Park. Hope you enjoyed it. Take care.